welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is the 1st of November, gosh, 2021, and this is episode number 86. And everywhere you can find me is down in the description box. First of all, I would like to ask you all a question. Where's the week gone? Where did last week go? It doesn't seem 5 minutes that I was sat here talking to you. It's just flown. It's unbelievable. Just flown right by. Wow, that's all I can say. And now obviously we're on the countdown for the Christmas season. So yeah, my goodness me, what on earth, eh? Yesterday here in the UK we had a really bad wind and rain storm that hit in the morning and went just over lunchtime, but then it kind of blew itself out, which was good really, because it was a bit scary at sometimes. Oh, excuse me. Sitting there knitting away, and all of a sudden your lights keep flickering, your lamp and all that lot. And oh dear, something's gonna happen here. But yeah, but it has been a busy week as always, as you know. As always, I have got so much stuff cut out for the shop update. I don't know if I'm going to get all this made up of this week. If not, it will be next week. So anybody out there, because I know there is some of you that don't have Instagram and Facebook, if I haven't uploaded anything this Friday, the whole lot will be done next Friday. But I'm hoping to get the cozies, because I've got these, both sizes, made up. And perhaps if I concentrate on getting the cozies uploaded this week, this Friday, and then the bags and that uploaded next Friday. As you see at the beginning, there's a little video of our Guy Carnival. Now, I'm lucky enough that I don't actually have to go anywhere near people to watch the Guy Carnival, because it goes right down in front of my house. So I just stand in the garden and see everybody go by. Our Guy Carnival has been running for absolute years, and I mean hundreds of years. It first originally started, I think, when with the sailors, because obviously we're a port, we're surrounded by water. Yeah, so you know, I'll have to look into it and get more information for you actually to let you know. It's nothing like it used to be. Obviously years ago there used to be a lot more companies in the town where they all used to, you know, have big floats and stuff, but you know, unfortunately it's not as big as it was, but still people put an effort in, so I do go out and support them, which, you know, as you do. Right then, what else has happened? Not a lot really. Trying to think. Yeah, it's just basically craft and doing jobs. I want to get as much done as I can, ready to close down and have a couple of weeks off at Christmas. Not actually close the shop, it will still be open, but I won't be updating, and have a break over Christmas for a couple of weeks, and then January, boom, start into a brand new adventure, I'm going to say, and that's it, the brand new adventure. And yeah, so you know, it will be exciting, very exciting. Right then, so let's see, we've got a lot to talk about today. I am so grateful that you know, the new email address is working absolutely fine, absolutely fine. So thank you ever so much for everybody who got in contact with us and sent us some lovely pictures. Oh my gosh, and you will see them all soon. Okay then, right then, so this week we have a cross stitch, we have my knitting progress on my socks, and I have a naughty and I have a nice. So what's the naughty? I don't have a naughty, I have a nice. I have two nice, don't I? Gosh, can't you tell us Monday morning? Yeah, I have two nice. I do have a naughty, but I'm saving that till next week. That's where I got confused, I think. Okay then, right. And we do also have, and what have you been up to? And we have quite a few of what have you been up to. And I tell you, oh my gosh, your work is absolutely amazing. So let's hop right in, shall we? Let's put that there and get all ready. I'm going to do the knitting first, okay? I was knitting on these yesterday evening while I was watching my Practical Magic DVD, because I do love that film. And oh gosh, I am loving these socks so much. Now, originally I thought, yeah, I'll knit them and, you know, I'll knit them and just have, you know, another pair of socks. Then while I was knitting away, I thought, oh, my Rebecca would like these for Christmas. And ever since I've been knitting socks, she's always had a pair for Christmas. Now I'm kind of reverting back again, but I think, no, I've got to, you know, she's got to have her Christmas socks for Christmas. So I'll have to give her a pair. I have to give her these ones. But oh my gosh, this yarn is amazing. I will get the tag. Where is it? Here it is. I'm keeping them in my little dumpy sock size bag that I made, and it's from my lovely friend Claire, Mr&Mrs Rabbit Yarns, and they're actually, the yarn name is Aurora, and that's why I'm calling them my Aurora socks. Try and saying that when you've had a few. Auntie total, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, and this is a deluxe high twist merino sock yarn. It's an 80/20, but I'll tell you what, oh my gosh, oh, this colourway is absolutely gorgeous. So last week I had one leg done, and I think I just started on my second leg, and as I say, I just can't put them down, and now I've got both gussets done, so I've got 2 feet to do and 2 toes. But look how they are knitting up. It is a little bit darker than what's showing there, the colours. And let's get this. Right. Oh, there we go. To show that I do have the 2. But I tell you what, yeah, they are a bit darker than that. But that's right, right underneath that shade there, that's what that is. But I tell you what, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. And she will love these colours. I know she will love the colours. So, oh, I can't put them down. You know when you get to get something that you really, really enjoy knitting and you just can't put them down. And I've got to say, I am so glad I invested in these Addi DPNs. These have got to be, and probably will be, my all-time favourite DPNs. I just absolutely love them. As always, Addi, you know, they're nice and round on the ends, so you don't get no marks on your fingers. Oh my gosh, they are just lovely to work with. So yeah, the plan this afternoon is probably to continue on my Aurora socks, but I will say, Claire, oh my gosh, gorgeous yarn, gorgeous yarn. But yeah, oh my word, I am just loving them, and I know she's going to love them. So, you know, I do have my what was it when Claire and I did the collaboration for summer. So I have that yarn that Claire sent me a skein of. So what I'll do is I'll knit that one for me, and I'll give Rebecca this one for Christmas. Oh, but it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm using my 2 little dumpies because I'm doing the 2 at a time, and it is just working so well. It really is. So yeah, so it is just the feet, the toes, and that's another Christmas present we done and out the way. Okay then, right, so the cardigan, I have been doing little bits and bobs, but I have been doing more of that really. And as I said, I do have a naughty downstairs. I have actually cast on something new, but I thought I'm going to leave that till next week to show you, because I have got other things, you know, to talk about. So I try and spread things a bit. So yeah, so let's hop into the cross stitch, shall we? Oh my gosh, I know what I forgot to bring up, my blanket. Right, the crochet. We'll pop in and do crochet, and I'll pop in some photographs. That's the best way of doing it, I think, because it is rather large anyway. So you all know that I have been making the Utah blanket from Lucy of Attic 24, and I got the yarn pack from Wool Warehouse when it was launched. And oh my gosh, it is on the couch, the back part of the couch. I will say, I am going to be completely honest with you all, I am a few rounds short. Not many, just a few rounds short. Even with my support on my wrist, it was just too painful. And that's the only disadvantage of being able to crochet with your, well, because I was taught to crochet right-handed before they even knew what handed I was, and I am left. Because this isn't my working hand, this aches more, unfortunately. I suppose I could try and see if I can crochet left-handed, but you know, when you've been doing something for over 50 years, it's, you know, it's not going to be as easy, is it? So yes, so it's just a couple of rounds short. I just could not do no more. So I'm going to pop in some photographs here while I'm talking about it, and I'm going to spread it out on the couch and how I have it all folded up down there as well. And oh my gosh, I love every minute of it, and I loved making it. So I'm giving the right hand a good old rest before I actually cast on my my projects from my crochet Harry Potter book, because I've got some things I'd like to make in that too. And yeah, I can't believe I left my blanket downstairs. I think it's because it's there now. You know, it just looks so nice. And oh my gosh, I'm a bit of a dizzy one this morning, ain't I? Oh dear, dear, dear. Okay then, right, so let's hop into the cross stitch where we were originally. Okay then, right, so as you all know, I've got this pattern. Unfortunately, they say it's not available any longer, but you know what I mean, contact the Etsy lady. You never know, if she has get a lot of demand, she might make it back again. And it's the Dobby, and it's Stitching Land is the Etsy shop, and I just think this is so cute. And it's really weird because, as you all know, I'm doing the Bigfoot for Glenn, and I'm calling that now Operation Bigfoot, and you'll understand why in a moment. I feel like, you know, like a 007 thing, you know. But anyway, I had my Dobby on my, because I've got like a little table where I have my cross stitch clamped onto, you see. And Glenn kept coming into work saying, "You're not doing any much of your Dobby, are you? Oh, you haven't put no stitches in your Dobby today, have you, mate?" And all this lot he was going, and I was thinking, why is he noticing this? He doesn't normally notice these kind of things. Well, anyway, over the weekend I spent, I think it was Saturday afternoon, I spent just stitching, and I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll put a load of stitches into it. And then if he mentions it, I'll go, well, because it's on black, I have to do it in, you know, during the day, and so on. Oh dear, the things you do when you're trying to do something for a Christmas present, eh? So I got as far as this. As you can see, his eye go there, bless him. And he's Glenn reckons he look a bit weird, but there you go. That's his lovely nose. But last week I had a little bit of his cloth dress done, and this arm. So he really is flying by. I've just got the top of his head and his eyes, and then obviously the word Dobby like that, and then his little bit on the bottom here for him to stand on. But I'm loving this stitch so much. I will say, I'm going to quickly give you a hint. Some cross stitchers will probably know this. I've been doing this technique for absolute years when it comes to dark Ada or dark cloth. You could do it in navy, anything dark. Now, when I'm stitching, as I said, I'm on my armchair, and I've got one of those, what are they called? TV table things that, you know, even though we eat at the table. But anyway, but it's really handy because I've got this clamp, and I clamp it on like that, and then I sit and do my stitching. And then on the actual table part is where I have my project bag and my notions and all stuff like that. Now, how am I going to do this? Obviously, look, oh, that's a bit of a dam, isn't it, really? Let's see what I can work out. See, when you're like this underneath, you see where my hand is? That is what you see when you're actual stitching. That's how dark it is underneath. So what I do is rest on my lap. You can see it's already folded. And then if you put something white or light, I've used a tea towel, I've used a napkin in the past, and you lay it on your lap, or at an angle to where the thing is, where your actual stitching. And then when you put it underneath there, like so, you see, look at how the holes light up. See? So you see the holes better. What I might see if I can do, might not do it this week, but I'll see if I can do it for next week, is I'll have it all set up on my table downstairs, and I'll then show you, I'll do a little video clip of it with and without, and you do see the difference. So all you need is something light underneath, like so. It's easier when it's like this. I can see it now right away. And yeah, and it does actually show the holes of where you've got to put the needle, and it is so much easier to then to work on dark aiders and fabrics and so on. So yeah, so this is the progress of my dobby. And as I say, the actual pattern, the Etsy shop is Stitching Land. Not available, but as I say, you never know unless you try. Right then, now let's get on to Operation Bigfoot. As you'll all know, I have said that my Glenn is crazy about Bigfoot. And I have got, oh my gosh, who is it? I meant to mention it last week and I totally forgot, and I really could kick myself. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's right. There's a message was left by on last week's episode by the Knitting Bandit, and I'll tell you what, thank you so much. That was absolutely an amazing idea. About if I've got time, is just put the actual Bigfoot on a small piece and make him a bookmark to go with his book. I just think that's amazing. I will see what I can do there. So I can't promise these things because it's hard enough to do this one at the moment. Without him, you know, knowing what's going on. But what an amazing idea. And there was somebody else, and forgive me, I forgot your name. I haven't written down your name. Oh, what a shame. Who also said about there's a quilt block. There's a quilt with, and I hadn't thought about a quilt. So perhaps next year for his birthday. You never know. Anyway, let's get back to the cross stitch of Operation Bigfoot, because that's what it's going to be called from now on, because that's what it feels like at the moment. I did originally have the Bigfoot in my 10-inch hoop, which goes with my clamp, and I was working with it on the table. And then I kept thinking to myself, if he happens to come in from work early, or, you know, and because when he works, goes in on a later shift, he always lets me know I'm on my way home now, just so I know he's walking in the door, so I know that it's not, you know, a stranger or anywhere, that is Glenn coming in. And but in the day, if he can be let off early, he'll just walk in. And I think, no way am I going to get that clamped off the table, all folded off, all hidden away and everything, before he just takes, like, because he's 6'2" is Glenn, I'm 5 foot, we are quite a difference in height. You know, a couple of steps down our little hallway and he's there. I am not going to do it. And I was just getting so anxious about it. So what I've done is, as you all know, my lovely friend Carleen made me this beautiful cross stitch bag and sent it me with some lovely goodies from Texas. So it's all special. This is, it's all becoming all special. It's lovely. And she also made me the lovely notions pouch, which I've got all my little notions in. And so what I've decided to do is, I'm actually put it in just a normal hoop, and I'm holding. It's going to take me longer to do, because obviously when you've got two hands, it's easier, it's quicker, isn't it? So I'm holding it and doing it the old-fashioned way, as they say. So at least then I can just shove everything in the bag, and then I tuck it down by the side of the couch, by the side of my chair, and it hides, and he doesn't know anything, you know, that it's even there. So I'm just going to give you the quick flick like I normally do. So that's the pattern from, there you go, from Plumstreet, because I don't want YouTube to pick. One of these weeks is going to pick it, and I'm going to have to, after downloading everything, I'm going to have to take it all off again and put it all on, so I pick another different picture. So this time we have that, okay? So he is actually nearly finished. The Bigfoot is nearly finished, and then it's just the greenery, and that's all solid. But I will say, on here, it's actually called Bigfoot Bunch by Plumstreet Samplers, and it's an original design by Paulette Stewart. I will say that on the actual chart there is the Bigfoot, and then there's two little ones hiding in the leaves, and a bee. I don't know about the bee. The bee I'm not putting on. I know that for a fact. And I am not going to be putting on the two little bubbies, because all it is part faces anyway. They're not whole ones. It's just that centre one that I was interested in. So I'm going to put, obviously I'll put him and then just surround him. And then it's the finish that I'll frame it. And I'm going to frame it. I'll take the glass out. But I've got in my mind a frame that looks more wood like, you know, it has to look more natural. So yeah, we'll see what happens there, but that is the progress of Operation Bigfoot. So as I say, I'm doing it by hand. He's at work at the moment. He started was it 4:45 this morning, I think. And then yeah, so when I've finished recording here today, I'm going to go downstairs. I am going to bake, because tonight for our tea we have got lovely roast vegetables. I love it, you know, butternut and sweet potato and all that lot. And so I've got some of our pumpkin already pureed and everything that we've grown and all baked and everything, and pumpkin pureed. And I'm going downstairs now to make 2 pumpkin loaves for our so we can start having that for that will last us for the week for our afters. And yeah, so then he'll let's think, and then I'll pop around downstairs, because I want to take down the Halloween display and then put up the winter ones. So you know, it's a bit early for Christmas, but you know, the not gonk, they don't call them gonks anymore, do they? Call them gnomes. The little gnomey man will go up there and stuff like that. So I will do the exchange of that today when I'm downstairs while the actual loaves are baking. And yeah, so it's going to be like, you know, a quick hoover and polish everywhere before all the new stuff goes out. And yeah, so I've got all that planned for this morning, and then he will be in just after lunch, about 2ish, and then he always have a couple of hours sleep because he's been up since, you know, 4:45 in the morning. So and so while he's having a couple of hours, I'll see if I can get a couple of stitches in there quickly while he's upstairs. And then at least this evening I can then concentrate on getting these socks done. And these are the 2 that I want to really concentrate on more than anything, to be honest, because obviously they're Christmas gifts. And let's face it, if Christmas arrives as quick as November has this year, we better all get our little fingers working, better we? So yeah, but yeah, so this is our Operation Bigfoot. Okay then, right, so as I said, I do have another cast on, but which is the naughty, but I am leaving that till next week because I've got a lot still to show you. Okay then, right, so now we are going into the nices, because as I said, I thought I had a naughty, but I could have swore I had a naughty. So what's been coming in the post this week? Oh, well, I don't know. Anyway, first of all, I would like to say a big thank you to my lovely friend, Teresa, who has treated me to the knit event this year again. Oh, my gosh, I love taking part in the knit event. I think we get our first pattern. It's not, I think it's next week, actually, our first release. And oh, I just love it. It's so exciting. It really is to see what we get. So if anybody do follow the knit event from Curious Handmade, it has been released. And as I say, obviously for you to purchase, and then we'll be getting it next. I'm sure it said the 11th. I'm not sure though. But anyway, I'm sure it said, sure it's next week. And then, and I think it's every fortnight or every week after that. But oh, I tell you what, I love it. So Teresa, thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to the knit event this year. And oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Also, my lovely friends as well, is Susan, Paul and Judith, sent me the most beautiful gift. Let me show you. You spoil me rotten. West Green Loft. Oh, I love Vicky's yarn. Oh, and Vicky is a lovely lady as well. Look at those colours. They are my colours with them the mauve, and oh, little lavender colour. Oh, it's gorgeous. Some minis. So these are definitely going to be cast on as, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to do some socks, or pop them in a shawl, because I've never done a shawl for ages, have I? Oh, but as you all know, when we get anything like this, we just like to sit and look at them and stroke them for a while, don't we? That's what we do. But oh my gosh, look at that. And they sent me something, a craft that I had not tried. And I have made it. Let's take that protection off, because I have done it all. And oh, it's the crystal art. I think, is that what it's called? Oh, diamond art. And look at that, the pumpkin. Of course, a pumpkin. You all know how much I love my pumpkins. It was so much fun to do. I had my table that goes across me on my armchair, and I had all my little bits. It comes with the tray and the gadget thing, and you've got to wax stuff, and it had all these left over as well, these crystals, and it comes with full instructions, and it was good fun to do. I really enjoyed it. So what I'm going to do is, when next time I go down to our little local excuse me, pound shop, because it's got here design size 3 inches by 3 inches, and they do tiny little frames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one of their little frames, and then it's going to go up on my special wall. So thank you very much. And that's going to look so cool up there. I've got a little spot right there that will go. Oh, I don't know, I like it there too. Anyway, I say to Glenn, have you got a nail and a hammer? And he puts out for me. But no, that is going to go up on my little special wall when I get my frame. So thank you so much. Also, they did send us, they've done one themselves. Look at that. A lovely card. I just think that's gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. So thank you so much. Oh, I really did enjoy doing that. So, yep, I've just got to get the little frame, and then up on the special wall it will go. Right then, now we have, let's have a look at the time. Oh yeah, I've got to put that back an hour, ain't I? It's not that time. It's just after 9. Okay then, right, so let's get into this, because I am already nearly at my half an hour, and I haven't even put my pictures and everything else on as yet. So now it is, and what have you been up to? And oh my gosh, you are a clever lot, I tell you. And I love it this week because there's such a mixture of craft, such a mixture. So first of all, we do have Lynn Hume, Hume, and she has crocheted. So as I'm talking, I'm going to pop photographs here. She has crocheted a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, crocheted baby blankets. And oh my gosh, I just think it's lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. So Lynn, oh, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much for sending the picture. Also, yet again, my lovely friend from Texas, Carleen Hall. She has actually made this doll for her 1-year-old granddaughter. And also, I'm going to leave the little picture up there a little bit longer with the doll. This beautiful autumn wall hanging. Now she did say, if I remember rightly, that this one had been made a couple of years ago, but oh my gosh, do you see the difference in the crafts that we all do? It's just amazing. Now this one is Lizzie Harvey, and this was made for her granddaughter, and it's all done out of Stylecraft Special DK, and it actually is 2 meters square. Wow. And it's a combination of the Winnie's Wonderland and the Sophie's Universe patterns. As you can see, it is a stunning blanket, all crocheted, absolutely gorgeous. Well done you. Especially to be able to mix the 2 patterns together. Absolutely beautiful. The last one is Barbara Dean, and hers is a crochet. Now this is a mosaic crochet, and she did say that she's just got into mosaic crochet and she's loving it so much. And this is all done for out of scraps as well. She did also say that we did meet briefly at one of Barbara's day out, and oh my gosh, talk about a small world, eh? Let's hope that in the future we will be able to, you know, all meet up sometime again, because, you know, were having so much fun at those meetups, weren't we? It was lovely. I would just like to say there is a Linda Harrison. Now, Linda, you have sent me the most gorgeous picture of a cross stitch, and it is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to put it up this week. I would like to put it up next week, but could you please send me some more information, like the pattern, or if it was a kit, and what company, and so on, because I know that people like to know, you know, what it is, and so on, and what the pattern is and that. So I thought what I'll do is I'll hold back on this one, Linda, and I will show it next week. If you could please just email me and let me know the details of you know, the details of the chart, kit, and so on. That would be absolutely lovely. So I think you all deserve a big round of applause. You are just a clever bunch of people, I tell you. And yeah, wow. And as I say, it is such a mixture. So if any of you have got anything else that you'd like to send me, please send it over. You know, this part is for you. It is your, you know, we do this together. You know, it's just not my podcast. This is our podcast. And get involved. That's the best thing to do, is get involved. Okay then, right, so I am going to wrap this up. As I said, it's gone on a little bit longer than normally, but I did have a lot to talk about today. And as always, next week I will be letting you know how Operation Bigfoot goes, because I'm going to take you on this journey right the way through to the end. We'll see how we get on with that, shall we? I'm planning on having those socks finished for my Rebecca for Christmas by next week. As I say, it's only 2 feet and 2 toes, and then I'll probably have another pair cast on because I do love a sock on the go. And I'm hoping, you never know, I could have the Dobby finished. Probably not fully finished, but I could have it finished. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes, and then if that's the case, I might have to take back downstairs the kaleidoscope. So he thinks that I'm working on something. Oh dear me, this secret stuff is not good, is it? It's not good at all for us all. Anyway, I am going to go downstairs now, as I say, and get the old oven on and do some baking. Oh my gosh, just quickly, right? I had a bit of a lie-in yesterday. I don't often have a lie-in. Well, anyway, Glenn woke us up. He said, come on, mate. He said, oh, well, you're going to wake up with a migraine. I said, yep, okay, I'll be up in a minute. So I went downstairs and I said, what's wrong with the clock on the oven? He said, well, I've tried to change the time. I said, why? I said, you know, all we had to do is take an hour off. It's only for a few months, you know, why bother with that? Anyway, it come to tea time and he went to turn everything on. He said, Veen, I was in the living room doing my knitting. He goes, nothing's working on the cooker. I said, it won't. I said, with these new now electric cookers, you have to have the timer set, not the timer, the time set, so it actually programs in with the element. I said, it won't. I said, and I don't know what you've done, Glenn. I said, you've pushed all these buttons. I said, there's symbols that's come up on this oven now that weren't there yesterday. I said, for starters. I said, and I don't know how to get rid of it. And let's face it, you know, with anything these days, you don't actually get instructions like you used to do, didn't you? Anyway, so there I was there, you know, on my phone, seeing if I could find a way of trying to set this thing. No, it weren't on there either. He kept pushing all these buttons and making it worse. But right, I said, just go. I said, just leave me alone. So there I was. I haven't set it, but I've got well, for the right time, but I must have a time on there because all of a sudden I turned a knob and it come on. So anyway, I'm hoping that I'll be able to bake me cakes. Why do men interfere? You know what I mean? He could have just left it. That's the thing, just left it and just taken an hour off. It would have been easier, wouldn't it? What are we going to do with them, eh? Oh, I don't know. He's good. Oh, you know, why can't they make things simple like they used to? I said, but that's not the world now. You know, gosh. Oh dear me. What happened to the good old little timer little thing that you used to have, you know, like your watch? Anyway, I gotta go. So I will see you all next Monday as always. So you have a lovely week of crafting. So at the moment we're actually got nice sunshine here today. I wish I'd have done some washing and put out actually, because I didn't check the weather yesterday to see what it was like today. But I think Wednesday and Thursday at night it's going down to 4 degrees. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cozy. I'm so looking forward to that. I really am. I'm hoping I've got to go out tomorrow and do a little bit of a food shop. So I haven't been actually in one of my charity shops for 2 weeks. So I'm having big withdrawals. So I might have to go and have a wander around the old charity shops and see what I can find there. So there's that planned. And I think that is about it really for this week. And obviously being up here in my room and doing what I love doing, and that is making stuff. And I would like to say a big thank you to anybody that has supported my shop since it's been open, and thank you ever so much for that. I thoroughly enjoy being up here and making bits and bobs. Okay then, right, I've got to go because I'm really blabbering now and I've got cakes to bake and hoovering to do. So I'm going to love you and leave you. See you all next Monday as always. So please take care, stay safe, happy crafting. Bye.